Moore, tell me about the upcoming fight with Warrington.
Yeah, it's a while off yet, so obviously Carl's early stages of his training, but yeah, it's a big fight for the British fight fans, and obviously it's an opportunity for Carl to win his world title back.
What does the next 2 years look like for Carl? Because I know you guys are working back to a title, and you want the rematch with Santa Cruz. What would be the roadmap for that?
Listen, to be honest, if it was down to me, knowing Carl and what he's achieved so far and what he can achieve, in 2 years' time, I'd like him to be retired. I think I'd like him to win a world title back in December. I'd like him to beat Santa Cruz in maybe April or May, and by the end of the year, I'd maybe think about moving up to super featherweight and or junior lightweights, and maybe go to try and win a world title at third weight division, and then retire off into the sunset, because there's only so many goals you can set yourself, and by that time Carl will probably be 32, nearly 33. So the smaller guys don't really generally go on as long as the bigger guys. So I'd like him to achieve his short-term goals now, maybe set himself another, and then retire, because eventually you start to sort of lose your skills. Carl's very much, even though he can fight on the inside, he fights a lot of timing and distance, and those are the sort of things that he starts to lose at that age. By the time he gets to 34, 35, things start to slow down. So I'd like to get the best out of him while I can, and then for him to retire and enjoy the rest of his life with his family.
Now, that is a great game plan, man. 2 years now. That seems like a very busy schedule, though, moving up 2 weight classes in 3 years, so 2 years?
One weight. Yeah, I mean, listen, it wasn't that long ago that he moved up to featherweight from super bantamweight, but he needed to do that. He wouldn't need to move up, but like I say, the only way for him to keep fighting and to keep that sort of desire burning would be to set ambitious goals, and that would be one of them. So once he beats Santa Cruz, where does he go? If he chose to retire, then I'd be happy for him, because you only get one life. He financially secured his life for the rest of it, for the rest of his days with his family, and then there's only so many goals you can set yourself, and then you have to sort of look at life after boxing. So I'd like for him to start planning that now, so that by the time that day comes, he's comfortable with the decision to walk away, because I know from being in an ex-fighter myself, those are the sort of things you struggle with, and I'd like him to have a little planning pace so that he can retire and enjoy the rest of his days with his family.
How important is the rematch with Santa Cruz?
Massively important. For me, it's not my ambition, it's not my goal, it's Carl. The only thing I want to do is help Carl achieve whatever he wants to achieve. So for me, Carl telling me that the Santa Cruz is the biggest fight he wants out there out of anybody, then I say, okay, let's go and do that. But Josh Warrington's got to come first, and that's by no stretch of the imagination is that an easy fight. We understand that Josh Warrington's only just won his world title. He's going to be massively ambitious. He performed great against Lee Selby, but for me, I've got the better fighter in Carl Frampton, and I've no doubt in my mind he's going to win, but I think it's going to physically be a tough fight, because Josh Warrington has got a high output. He has a high punch output, so it's not going to be an easy fight. But all being well, him coming through that fight, then I don't think there's any other fight out there really other than Santa Cruz for Carl.